Hey guys, it's Tahs. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. So today we're gonna deep dive back into the Notebook. And if you don't know what the Notebook is, I have one other video I'll link down below from what I did before. And these are just screenshots that wind up in my phone from TikTok mostly, but some from Facebook and Instagram. And I wrote down series that sound like they're going to be really good. And I'm going to read them, and then I'm going to tell you about them. But it's time for me to do another dump out of my phone because I have so many screenshots right now. Because there's some accounts on TikTok that are just amazing. They give you little snippets, conversations that happen in the book, and you got to know what else happens. Most of them are steamy type books, so not for everybody. I get that, but I'll tell you about the ones I read this time. So the first one was Forever After All by Katharina Mara. I'm gonna put it right here. And this one, I really enjoyed this one. This one was about main characters Elena and Alexander. Their mothers were best friends. They grew up together type thing, and some stuff happened where they were separated for years, and they kind of bump into one another again. And Alexander has a younger brother named Lucian, I'm not sure exactly the pronunciation, but he and Elena were like BFFs. So they meet up with Elena one day at a gentleman's club because she is going to try to sell her body to take care of her mother. Her mother has been in a coma for years at this point, to the point where her dad actually got her deemed brain dead so that he can move on with his life. And she just believes that her mother will wake up one day, and she literally went through her entire inheritance. She's out of time, she's out of money, so it's the next best thing for her. Well, when she gets there, like I said, they are there, and Alexander's not having that. He has a better idea. So Alexander, they're well off. He works for his grandfather's company, and he is next in line, but he has to get married by a certain age, which most of those stipulations all require. So he looks at Elena and was like, hey, we can get married, but just know there's never going to be love here. I'll do anything I can to help you with your mom. No amount of money. You know, it's all there. You can use whatever you need to help your mom. Only stipulation is we have to be married so that I can further up in my career. There's a lot of things that happen, and the reason, like we learn, I think even in the synopsis, I believe, Alexander is, the reason he's against love is because his ex-fiance, Jennifer, who is just, if you ask me, she left him to go with Matthew, who is Elena's brother. So there's a lot of hostility there. So not only is he doing it because he wants to get the position, but like kind of revenge on what happened in his situation. There's so many things that happen in this book. So many details were revealed that, like, wow. It's pretty hot, not gonna lie. So yeah, definitely give that one a try. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. And then the next one was a duet. The first book was called Their Nerd, and this is by Allison Lint, and this is a MMF. The series is called 2+1. So anyway, we have Their Nerd, and in Their Nerd we have Justin, Antonio, and Emily. Well, Emily goes out to the bar before she starts her new job, and she winds up with a hookup. Come to find out, it's one of the bosses that she's gonna wind up seeing the next day. So in this equation, we have Antonio, who wants Justin, and we have Justin, who wants Emily, and Emily wants all of the above. So we get to watch their awkwardness, their relationship happen. There's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of paranoia at one point because Emily and their relationship and things, if it gets out, she loses her job, they lose their company because it is a shareholder type experience. They were, like a startup or whatever, so they could lose their company. So we get to watch their relationship develop and undevelop and all the things that could possibly go wrong. And it's a wild ride. I enjoyed it though. Like the characters, they just, I don't know, it just worked out. Like the relationships and things. So that one I thought was really good as far as that duet goes. But the second book in the duet, it was good, but it was very slow, but it wasn't my favorite. And that one is called Their Matchmaker. And this is about Emily's ex-best friend, Cynthia. They write code, like all of it's about like code writing or whatever. And Emily helped Cynthia, and there was like this whole thing. They, went their separate ways. Well, Cynthia's still trying to get the funding she needs to like push her app that she's working on, and her app is like a matchmaking app where you do this like quiz or whatever, and it turns your answers, and she some kind of way finagles them, and she finds your perfect match, and like it has like a high success rate or whatever. But she's just met someone that could possibly derail things for her, and that is where Aaron and Gavin come in. You see, they're a couple who like to, add that third into the bedroom here and there. And they've tasked her with if she could find both of them a match, they'll fund her. He was the only one that said yes. Aaron was the only one that said yes to funding her. So if she could find them a match, then they will fund her app. And of course, we all know who the app's gonna pick. And she's just not really, mosquito, sorry. She's just not 100% sure she should do this. So lots of ups and downs, setbacks and things. But like I said, it was slow. For me, it was a slow start. It wasn't, I don't know if it's because I was just so excited coming off of the high of their nerd where like we kind of got to everything, and we just kind of had to start back over. I don't know what it is. But for some reason, it just wasn't the same. But it was still good. It was good. But it just didn't have that same wow factor for me. So, the last series that I read. This one, I've been seeing all over TikTok. People talking about reading it. Or all the little snippets from those different accounts that shows you, the hot, spicy scenes and whatnot. And that would be The New York Ruthless by Sadie Kincaid. And that is the Ryan brothers. There are 5 main books, and then there's 3 short stories that came off of that. So we have Ryan Rule, Ryan Redemption, Ryan Retribution, Ryan Reign, and Ryan Renewed. Those are your 5 main ones. And then you have Ryan Reckoning, Ryan Rewind, and Ryan Halloween. So this Ryan Halloween she just came out with. And these shorts are just like, kind of like epilogues, I guess you would say. But anyway, the way this works is books 1 through 3 all have cliffhangers. 4th book, I feel like that's kind of like your happy wrap up, and then the 5th book is just extra, not really a plot, just extra. Let's put it that way. So the way this one works is we have Jessie. Jessie is a red-headed little thing who is a hacker, and she is currently working for the Russian Mafia. because she has a lot of secrets, a lot of history, stuff that she's keeping, you know, down. She doesn't want anybody to know because she has a mission that she's trying to complete. And by doing jobs for like these bigger company, like mafias basically, she feels like it can get her foot into the door of what she needs to basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Get revenge, I guess. Get revenge on everything that happened to her as a child and whatnot. So here come the Ryan brothers. We have 4 of them. We have a set of twins and then 2 older brothers. And they basically, right off jump, walked in and blew up the Russians' place. Well, in the meantime, Jessie was there, and she was hiding. And they knew instantly that she was going to be something because when they pulled her out of her little hiding place, she basically bucked up to them, even though she had a semi pointed at her face, and told them how it was going to be. Like, look, I'm a hacker. I'm really good at what I do. Let me prove it to you. Give me 2 weeks. And if I'm not what you need in 2 weeks, then you can go ahead and kill me or whatever you were going to do. So we learned that the Ryan brothers, they are Irish Mafia. Yes, yes. And they are in New York. And then we learn why as you go through the book and how they got to be where they are, like top of their game. And this book is just, you have a plot. You really do. There is a plot. And we're going through it and we learn why they're after these different people that they're after and such. So we have the whole Mafia plot. But then on top of that, you have this steamy layer with Jessie and the 4 guys, because it is a why choose, formerly known as a reverse harem, and really, really good in my opinion. I don't think I've ever read anything by Sadie Kincaid, and I can say that I will be reading from her a lot more. I really enjoyed her writing style, the way she develops a scene, lays out like the romantic scenes, if you know what I mean. Like, I really enjoyed it. And like I said, this is a dark mafia. Why choose? And I'm so glad I chose it, because those first 5 books were great, but the 3 little things afterwards, that was really good too. And I kind of hope she keeps making those, because just to give you a little bit more of the Ryan brothers, you know, because once you get a little bit, you want a lot of it. And I was so happy to find out, like, after book 5 was over, there was 3 more little books to read. So I was definitely for that. So those are the books that I read out of my notebook, and I wanted to tell you guys about them. But I will be reading more, because I have pages of series that, like I said, screenshots, and I went find them and wrote them all down. And I'm enjoying this. However, I do get sucked a little bit into this. I've noticed that. I'm still not done with September's TBR, but I am close. But I've already started October's TBR, so at least there's that going on. But yeah. So, have you read any of these? Did you like them as much as I did? Or am I just, I don't know, easily convinced that I liked it? Who knows? But anyway, I will be back soon with more of these TikTok, Instagram, all that books that I've found on there. And I believe all of these are Kindle Unlimited. So if you do have Kindle Unlimited, you can read them for free. So I'll let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.